What's up, guys? Skylar here on Above Average Outdoors. This week's video is going to be me and Tyler went down to Milwaukee to do some brown trout fishing, and we didn't really get a lot of numbers, but we did get a giant, like an absolute giant, like probably top 5 of the world. This brown trout was 36 inches long and 39 pounds. Barely squeezed it through the 8-inch hole we had there, but here's some spawn from it that I'll be tying some spawn sacks to. If you guys would like to see how I do this, shoot a comment down there and we can do that. But in the meantime, this video is us down in Milwaukee enjoying the day, doing some fishing. So hope you guys enjoy it and stick around long enough to see it. I got that. Oh, it's a sucker. Gosh. Oh my God, that was stupid. Here we are in Milwaukee with a gorgeous sucker. What do you guys say about your catch?
It's great, man.
Yeah, at least you had one go off, eh?
Yeah, a little bit of excitement.
I'm gonna take this one back to the shack with me. Did you get him for real?
Yep.
Right here. It's a sucker. It is a sucker.
Is it?
Yeah. How stupid. Oh, yep, that's our sucker we caught. That right there. Yep, there it goes. All right, so that would be our third sucker. We came down here for browns and really putting a hurting on this sucker fishing here. Don't set the hook.
Yeah, good.
Hit it.
Hey, break that ice.
Hold on, let me set this up.
Down there.
How's it feel?
Feels decent. I use this drag up.
Oh, dude. I hope this. I wonder how long it's been up for. You set this here, and this is probably the one you missed.
This is the
the one.
Jaw jacker that
Yeah, they'll come up like that, and you'll.
Here, nope. Let's get into the hole. Let's stand up.
Dude, it's huge.
Is it?
It's huge. Hold on. Dude, it's huge. Fuck. Dude. Look at this thing. Dude, this thing's huge.
That is sick.
Dude, what do you got to say about this?
That is by far the biggest brown I've ever caught.
So there it is. We've been sitting out here since 6 o'clock this morning, and this is our first one. We caught 3 suckers, but yeah, we're gonna take some pictures and.
Dude, when I set this jaw jacker, I told you I had a fish come up and hit the minnow.
He said he had one come up and hit it.
We
You caught it on a minnow?
Yeah, minnow.
I talk about kind of the jaw jacker and whatnot. Man, I say that all the time, and whatnot. I'm gonna be known as the and whatnot guy. Anyway, what we're doing here is we got this rock edge behind me, and we have these jaw jackers set with emerald shiners or a spawn sack, whatever they're hitting that day. Today they're hitting, well, we caught some suckers on spawn sacks, and then we actually caught one brown so far with emerald shiner. I'm gonna kind of talk about that later in the video of how we set these jaw jackers and how they work and whatnot. Damn, again. But I mean, that's just a good thing to use. And what we're doing is, the closer you kind of get to them rocks, I feel like it's much better fishing. So I guess I don't really know exactly what we're looking for. If you do want to know what to look for, contact Kangas. He's out of Peshtigo, great guide service. He's the reason that I know of this spot and the jaw jackers and stuff. The fine tuning of it, I'm not really a pro at it at all. So I'll put his name and number and stuff on there for you guys. You can contact him. You can book some spring fishing trips. He does salmon, trout, ice fishing, perch, walleye, muskie, you name it, he can catch it. So huge shout out to Kangas for that. Thank you for showing me this. A lot of fun. I'm just gonna talk about how we set these. We're using minnows today. These are actually like emerald shiners. They're just little, just little emerald shiners. What you do is you kind of put it on the back part of the back. See if I can get closer so you guys can see it. Kind of put it right through here like this. That way it can still swim freely like that. And then we put a little chartreuse bead like that right above the hook. I don't know if it helps, but we always do that for walleye and stuff. And then we put this split shot on there just because that's what we do. We're using the graph here to set our depth. We're in like 13 feet of water or something like that, 13, 14 feet of water, I guess, depending on the transducer. But we're just letting it down until we see it on there. And we're gonna set it, would you have this one at 6 inches or a foot?
I had it between 6 inches to a foot off bottom.
So you want it right on the bottom. Them browns are just kind of loafing around. So what you want to do with these jaw jackers is check them every once in a while. What you want to do is, what this does is this is loaded up, and when it releases, you don't want your drag too loose where it just sits in one spot and just, but you don't want it too tight where you set it and it snaps it, or you set it and then the fish can't, take line a little bit. You want it like perfect tension of drag on there. You want to watch your face on this. If you put your head over there and it sets it off, it hurts. But you want to use this, you can kind of see exactly where your bait is in that water column. You want it 6 inches to a foot off the bottom. We've been using minnows or emerald shiners. There's a lot of guys that use like spawn sacks and stuff, but we've been trying spawn sacks, and a guide that was out here was putting minnows out. So we tried it and we caught a 36-inch brown. So we're using them now. But so what happens is when the fish pulls on the line, what happens is it'll flip this here. This comes down, which then releases this up. There's a little thing that you tie onto your pole here, that little tag in there, and then that'll actually set the hook on the fish. So that's how these work. They're absolutely phenomenal. I can't speak enough truth about them. This here is your ice stopper. You put some antifreeze or whatnot in there and keeps them from freezing. It'll freeze around it, but your line goes through there nice and freely. Great thing, whoever invented this. Just a few things you want to check when you do these is you want to check your drag. Make sure your drag is good. Use one of these so you're accurate. You can set the bottom on it, but if you don't use your graph, it might be on bottom when it's up here, but when you bend this down like that, it's going down a whole nother 2 feet. So to get an accurate thing, I use that. I just kind of wanted to talk about that. You want a pretty stiff rod, like a medium heavy rod, 32 or 36, somewhere in there. I think, is that what this one is? Something like that?
That's a 32. They don't recommend like any shorter than like a 30.
I think 30 is minimum. But there's plenty of videos on the actual Jawjacker website. I'm not getting promoted by them. I'm just trying to talk about some of the things we're doing here. We extend this all the way out, make sure it's over the hole. Put this at like a nice 45. It works absolutely great. I couldn't say enough about it. I'm sure Tyler is more than pleased with his brown that we got down here. And we got a little bit left of daylight, so we're gonna see if we can't get a couple more. All right, guys, we just got our stuff packed up down here in Milwaukee, as you can tell. Kind of a different view than woods and stuff. We got about a 3-hour ride home from down here, and fishing wasn't wild, as you would say, but not many places you get to pull a 36-inch brown that's over 20 pounds through the ice. So cool experience, and that was the one brown we got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure Tyler enjoyed reeling in his fish.
Hell yeah.
That's this week's video. Next week we'll have another one. If you like it, make sure you subscribe and comment and like and share with your friends so everybody else can see it. See you next week.